Okay, so resource intensification. Resource intensification is the idea that when you recall something that brings you that sense of peace, joy, happiness, calm, connectedness, compassion, it's not enough to just think of what that thing, person, place, memory is. You have to really paint a picture of it in your mind. So we have to bring in all of that sensory detail, um, things that we saw, things that we heard, things that we felt, in order for our brain to know or think that we're experiencing that again. So here's a little visual of what that might look like. So for me, skiing. Okay, if I just said skiing, skiing brings me a sense of joy and playfulness and connectedness. Doesn't really do much. I don't really notice anything happening. I don't feel like I'm re-experiencing it again. So in my nervous system, I imagine it might kind of look like this, a little blurry, maybe there's some snow and the vague shape of a mountain, but that's about it. So then I might think to myself, okay, well, where have I liked to go skiing before? Is it resort skiing or backcountry skiing? And I decide, well, backcountry skiing, that's really been what kind of skiing that I've been doing many times when I felt that sense of joy. So now all of a sudden it's a little bit clearer, right? There's maybe a skin track in my memory. I can see some trees, some sagebrush, but then I want to get even more specific. Okay, where have I backcountry skied before that I've really, really liked? And I can think, well, Indian Creek recently, I skied out Indian Creek this winter. So then all of a sudden, maybe there's some color. I remember that it was kind of this mixed day of clouds and blue sky, and there's some color and shape and weather included in that memory now for me. Then I might think to myself, okay, well, what specific day was I skiing out Indian Creek that I can recall having a really, really good day? Because I've skied out there a few times. And then I think to myself, oh, that day with my friend Brandy. And everything gets a little bit brighter and a little bit clearer. There's that specific day, that specific time with that specific person. So then I'm bringing in that person to mind, my friend Brandy. So it was me and her. I remember her blue pants, her green skis. I remember she was leading the way most of the time in front of me in the skin track. And all of a sudden now I've got this like smile on my face because Brandy's hilarious. And I just remember all of the laughing that we did. The conditions were amazing. And then all of a sudden took a turn and the weather just got so gnarly. The wind started picking up. Like wind slabs were breaking off all around. We weren't in avalanche terrain, but it just went from this beautiful sunny bluebird day to it feels like we're at the top of Everest. And all we could do was laugh because it was just some of the worst conditions we had ever experienced. And we couldn't believe that we had made the choice to go into this one particular place, knowing what the weather was going to do. So, I mean, look at me. I'm just like rattling off all these details now, right? I've got this place, this time with this person, and I'm smiling. I can tell that I've got this fluttering in my chest that feels really pleasant when I think about it. Because it feels kind of like excitement and that feeling that I get when I want to laugh a lot. It's almost like there's like a laugh in my chest that wants to come out. So that's my nervous system working and my brain remembering something in such great detail that it then has this physiological and biological response in my body. So then all of a sudden it's like there's this video playing in your memory, right? So I'm going to click to the next slide, and I actually took a video from that day. And the wind was so ferocious that you can't even hear what Brandy's saying, but she has this huge smile on her face and she's yelling extreme. So here we go. Hopefully you can hear it. So I hope that really helps give you a little bit of a visual of what we're looking for with this skill. It's not just thinking of one quick thing that makes you happy. It's really getting into the details, the sensory details of where you were and what you did, that brings up that really pleasant memory for you.